been in the study. I think there was 96, we did know that there was 96 people involved in the study, and who had received the injection for 15 months. We probably reached out to about 45 of them so far that have been in a meeting since January. 6 of them are no longer with us. Since 2008 have died. And it wasn't of old age. And the rest of us are not doing well. There's a lot of people that really aren't doing well. There are possibly some people that are doing well, but we don't know where they are. I think one day we did a little survey of one meeting we were having. I think there was 13 people in the room. I don't remember the exact number. I think it was. I don't know what's in front of me. Sorry, guys. There were 7 that were living in SRO, which is single occupancy hotel rooms. And there was 4 of them that were homeless, and 2 of them were living in social housing, which for me was quite revealing that everybody who had been in the study who were starting to do very well had gone either back to where they were or even further back. I don't know if that's enough time here or what. Put my hands up. No, okay. You have 3 more. Oh, I have 3 more minutes. Okay. So I think what we decided to do among the group is we decided that this, like suing the government, wasn't something that we wanted to attempt. So, speaking around the table, we decided, well, what can we do that's going to make things better? And we thought that being in this unique position of being the only people that would have had this experience, maybe that our voice would make things bigger and better for the next group of people that are going in. Salome's coming up very soon. They have their Section 56 exemption. They're talking about starting recruitment at the end of this month, beginning of next month, and starting it off in the new year. It'll be right here in our community. 322 people from our community will be enrolled in Salome. Salome they're going to be using injectable heroin and injectable Dilaudid, which is hydromorphone, which is an opioid that's similar to heroin. And they don't have an exit strategy in place. So we're looking at the possibility of 322 more people like NAOMI people. And we thought that maybe our voice would be important here and that we should be involved right from the beginning. So we approached Salome people and talked to them a lot about it. And they've been very, very receptive to us. They've recognized the fact that we do have unique experiences and that our voices are important. And they've actually committed to, how can I say, prioritizing people that were the NAOMI patients into their future trials. But still, there is no exit strategy from Salome. And we're working with the Salome people now to try and hopefully get something going. We're saying that we've got to start working now towards this goal and not wait till the end. And Salome said they're going to be gathering information as they go along. There'll be like pre-results posted as we go along. They'll be working on it, but I think it's very important for us to do some kind of, the NAOMI patients will be involved for sure, but for the community as a whole, for politicians, for academics, for research scientists all over Canada, I think we have to start now to start making sure that we have some kind of exit strategy in place for the people when they come off of this research study. As it stands now, they'll be receiving the drug for 1 year. And after the study's over, they will have to either revert back to what they were using on the street or offered methadone again, which which is one of the requirements for getting into the treatment study, is that you would have failed methadone, either once or many times for a lot of people. I'm going to leave it here. That's Susan. Sorry. Oh, no, okay. I would like to read one thing. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I just read this today. Sandy Cameron wrote a poem, and it's actually, they put it in the heart of the City Festival booklet. And I was just having lunch at Carnegie today, and I'm reading the poem, and I said, gee, was it so fitting for what we're talking about tonight. And it's called, there's no title on it, but it's quite short. And it goes like this. We need to tell our own stories. If we don't tell our stories, people with power will tell our stories for us, and we won't like what they say. When we tell our stories, we reach out to each other and build community. We share our pain. We share our hope. We share our laughter and our determination. When we tell our stories, we draw our own maps, and we question the maps of the powerful. Each of us has something to tell, something to teach. We speak the language of the heart here in the downtown Eastside, the soul of Vancouver, by Sandy Cameron. Sandy died this year, and that's it's quite like, I mean, he was a leader in our community.
Thanks, Dave. I want to introduce Susan Boyd here, who has been with I don't know whether you were with them from the beginning, but certainly joined the group in their effort to look at the whole issue of research and do some interviews. So Susan's going to talk about that. Susan's a prolific author on addiction-related issues and drug policy issues, and a huge supporter of people who use drugs, organizing in Victoria and Vancouver and God knows where else. And it's been a real, again, a real pleasure and honor to sort of have her involved with this project.
Okay. I wasn't actually there right from the beginning. Dave and Diane and Jewel were, but Dave and I were in Ottawa for a meeting that Donald was at as well, and it was there that we started talking about doing some research together, research that would be community-based. And so I thought about that for a while when I went down to the group on a Saturday, and we talked about how we could work together. I've been teaching research classes, research methodology classes at the university for many, many years. And one of the things that I feel strongly about is that the people who are most affected by policy, that we need to hear their voices, and that they would probably come up with the most enduring solutions for the issues that they're grappling with. And so I felt very strongly that the MPA group had a lot to say about their experiences that nobody had heard yet, and that what I could do is bring the tools of research and help them do their own research, and we would work together on every step of the way, and that's what we've done. So we started that process. We started the research in May of this year, and we conducted some brainstorm sessions as well as focus groups, and we also did some creative writing projects over the Saturdays. And then I took that material home with me and transcribed it and brought it back to the group, and then we looked at those transcripts and we pulled out the themes that we thought were relevant. But prior to that, in the brainstorming, the group had come up with issues that they wanted to focus on, and so they had a framework already in place when we did the focus groups, and we stuck to that. But obviously, like every research project, new themes and ideas, emerged at that time. So one of the first things because I was asking them too, and what was the setting like? Because I wasn't that clear